Today I'm going to show you exactly how I scaled my AI agency to over $100,000 per month. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same. I'm going to show you exactly from the client acquisition systems I'm using, from the ads I'm using, from the sales process I'm using, from my script, from the script I'm using, and also the deliverables that I'm selling to my clients. And also, how can you make an offer that would be a no-brainer for your client to accept and pay you 5 to 10K per month? So the reason that motivates me to make this video is because I've been doing some research about the YouTube content space in terms of scaling an AI agency. And I'm not gonna lie, I've seen that most of the content out there is full of bullshit. Nobody's sharing the exact sauce, the exact client acquisition system they're using. It's general broad knowledge. And I would assume if you're interested by AI, that's not the first AI video you watch. You probably watch tons of more. And you probably walked out of these videos with no knowledge at all, with no new information, and that's not going to be the same for this video. I'm going to guarantee you, if you watch this video till the end, I'm going to show you the exact process I'm using for my own agency. If you apply the same things I'm going to tell you and you don't scale to 10, 20K per month, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, you should be trying to not scale to 10, 20K a month with all these systems to not hit that. It's that easy. So when it comes to running an AI agency, running any business, you're probably offering a solution for a problem. In this case, you're basically solving a problem for the niches that we're going to work with. So when it comes to scaling AI agency, there's two types of niches that you can start working with. The first niche is high ticket niches. Those could be SaaS, e-com brands, and big corporations and big companies, right? If you're starting from scratch, you don't have 10,000 followers in Twitter, it's gonna be very hard for you, right, to land clients in this niche because you don't have testimonials that can back you up, right? Now, my advice, if you actually start your AI agency, you go to scale past 30, 40, 50K a month, you still can do it working with low ticket niches. When I mean low ticket niches, those are not niches that are broke, that are gonna pay you nothing, because we charge these niches at the moment 5 to 10K up front, right? And those niches are contractors. So what I mean when I'm talking about contractors, I mean plumbers, HVAC businesses, landscapers. But the thing here is you gotta exclude all contractors making less than $20,000 per month, because anyone making less than $20,000 per month is not qualified to buy an AI infrastructure from you between 5 to 10K. I'm gonna show you exactly how we're doing it inside Facebook, because guess what? If you go and try and run an ads by yourself, you'll not know how you can basically exclude these contractors making less than 20K, right? And I've seen a lot of people making this mistake. They basically run ads and they have a lot of bunch of unqualified people that they hop on the calls with. It's like, hey, and the other calls like, hey, I don't have money and this and that. And this is like, hey, that doesn't work. I cannot actually sell people for 5, 10K. The whole AI agency, it's a scam and it doesn't work. No, it works, but you're doing it wrong. You're talking to the wrong people. If you cannot seal this local business for 5 and 10K, you're talking to the wrong people. It doesn't work. And also, you're gonna have the right testimonials as well.
If you actually love AI as much as I do and you want to scale your AI agency past $30,000 per month, then check out the offer that we have below. So basically what we do is we scale AI agencies to multiple 6 figures.
Using one client acquisition system, one offer, one pricing, and 3 upsells. And basically, we take only a small commission out of it. So that means if you don't sign any new clients, you don't pay. Simple as that. So if you want to learn more about it, check out the offer that I have below. And you can check out all the amazing testimonials from students that we help scale their agencies past 10 grand a month. So now that you understand that you got to work with contractors, the next thing I want you to understand is what is the service delivery? What is the problems you're going to be solving them? First of all, you got to get them leads. Second of all, is you got to get them appointments, because getting them leads without booking them appointments, these leads are worthless, right? Right now, you understand you have to work contractors. The next thing I want to point out is about the service delivery. So these contractors, they need leads. What else? They need appointments. What else? They need to close these appointments and make money, right? So basically, for the closing part, for the sales part, that's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. There's no AI system that we can include in order for us to make their closing rate better, right? Of course, maybe you can basically guide them, coach them on the sales part, but that's not what we're doing here, right? What we can control is getting them qualified leads, and also booking them appointments. I'm going to show you exactly how you can basically solve these 2 problems for them, the exact AI softwares I'm using, and how you can sell this for 5 to 10K. How can you make it sound no-brainer for 5 and 10K? Because I know a lot of people, they try to sell this for $500 and they fail. And how the hell are we selling this for 5 and 10K? So, first of all, we're gonna get them leads. Second of all, as I said, we gotta get them appointments, because getting them leads without booking them appointments, those leads will just be worthless. So how do we get them leads? It's very simple. First of all, we run ads in Facebook. In order for us to run ads, we need no-brainer offers. So we create no-brainer offer, plus we create AI creatives for them using Architects.ai. And then we run simple lead form ads. We collect these leads, right? Now, what are the softwares that we use in terms of the top of the funnel of this client acquisition system? We use Architects.ai and we use this software. So this software is an AI tool that can basically do the media buying for them. So you don't need a media buyer to do this media buying for you. It's basically like having an AI media buyer that's going to manage your campaign and optimize it for the cheapest cost possible. So once basically we get a lead inside Go High Level, we have like a PointWise, which is a product of Go High Level. It's an AI software that's incredible basically, and it goes back and forth with these leads until it books them as an appointment. And if it fails, we have an AI appointment server that goes and book these leads for us. So once we sign up a client, we get their calendar so we can view their availability. We give this to the AI, plug it with it, and basically the AI can book the appointment when the client is free. So this is basically the package that we sell to clients for 5 and 10K. You might ask me right now why it's worth 5 to 10K. You give them amazing offers that they can basically go and apply right away. And you give them a bunch of creatives so they have enough creatives to use for the next 6 to 12 months without any problems, and they would not have any ad fatigue because they have enough creatives. You give them an AI appointment setter that's gonna call their leads and call their appointments for them. So basically you solve the client acquisition problem, and basically the only thing they have to do is basically spend money on ads, get these appointments booked right away to their calendar, show up for these appointments, give the estimate to the client, and just collect money. And this exact system is the same system that we use for our AI agency to get local business clients ourselves. So we use it as a service delivery client. We use also the same system to get clients ourselves. So the way we use it is a bit different. So with ads, we use Arcus.ai, or we can sometimes record the creatives ourselves. Both of them works perfectly. The second thing, when it comes to ads, we just leave it broad, because right now Facebook understands everything. And even if you leave it broad, they will understand your target audience just from your creative, right? So they will transcribe and understand exactly what you're talking about and show exactly your target customer. Of course, there is like a 2-3 day learning curve, but after that, there is an important thing that I just rarely see people doing, and that's the difference between people that actually talk to qualified prospect and people that talk to brokey prospect. They're just wasting time. At the end of the day, they have no money. So if you want to talk only to qualified prospect, we use something inside Facebook. It's called conditioning logic inside the lead form, right? So basically we tell Facebook, if someone is basically filling the form and he's making less than 20K per month, we don't want him to apply as a lead, right? So we just forward them somewhere else. And that's very good. Why? Is because the leads that are submitted are only by prospects that are making plus 20K a month. And that helps Facebook to optimize our result to give us only leads that are making plus 20K per month. So after getting the lead using conditional logic inside Facebook, this step is very important. You cannot skip it if you want to sell 5 to 10K. So you cannot sell 5 to 10K packages to people making less than 10K per month. So once you get a lead, the next thing is we have a Go High Level automations. We have email automation that gets sent out. We got text automation that gets sent out. The appointment setter that called out leads are humans, not AI. And you might ask me, like, Safani, like you sell AI packages, you have AI appointment setters for your client service delivery. Why you have human appointment setters when it comes to the client acquisition for my own AI agency? The AI appointment setters are shit. Look, I'm not gonna bullshit you, even if it's gonna sound like sexy for me, like I'm basically, selling AI, I should do AI. No, but the truth is, the deals that I'm getting are 5 to 10K deals, right? Those are very sensitive deals. So the AI appointment setter is not as good as the human setter when it comes to client acquisition for my agency. But when it comes to like booking appointments for local businesses, it's pretty easy. I mean, the conversation is pretty smooth. It works pretty well for it. But for the agency, if you're gonna try the AI appointment setter for the agency, you gotta fail at it. So you gotta have an AI appointment setter. But basically, if you're just starting out, it's gonna be your job. You're just gonna be putting all the hats. So remember, that's an advice I'm gonna give you, yeah? If you wanna close these clients, right? The money is in the follow-up. Getting leads, bro, it's easy. So look, the thing I wanna make clear, getting leads are easy. Having winning creatives are easy. Basically, getting $20, $26 cost per lead, even $30 cost per lead, with qualified prospect is easy. The thing that is not easy is to follow up these prospects, because the money's in the follow-up, right? I cannot stress enough about this, because most of prospects that we close, literally we close them after like 2 to 3 weeks after the first conversation, right? So if you basically don't know how to play your follow-up game pretty good, you're not gonna make any money in this, right? And I don't want you to basically be trapped into the automations, because people don't buy from automations. People buy from real people, right? So automations, everything else are cool. We have email automation, we have text automations and all that. But you should pick up the phone and talk to them like a real human and basically follow up with them and book a sales call with them. And something that I would like to do, increase our show up rate like crazy, like 80 to 90% show up rate, is as soon as we get a lead, we call them for the first 5 minutes. We have a quick discovery call with them. It's like, hey, we ask them some qualification questions, see if they're qualified. And then option 1, I know that sounds like crazy, but we do it, and that's why we make more money. If they're free right away, tell them like, hey, hop on a call. And even if they book their call for like, next 2-3 days, we basically hop on a call right away and try to have a sales call right away, because they just fill out the form and they're hot. And that's how we close the majority of clients. So now the bottom line is what? When it comes to the service service delivery for your clients, you can delegate everything to AI. Literally, you don't need any humans to do anything at all. And that's very good for you because you can sell the pack for 5 to 10K and it's basically like 95% profit margins, right? When it comes to your agency and client acquisition, you need human interactions. You need human interaction. There is no way, because I see a lot of bullshitters out there on YouTube saying like, hey, you can have AI appointment setters that would call the people for you and basically do this and do that. No, that doesn't work. I'll tell you that. I've tried that, right? And anyone running like even a $10,000 or $20,000 agency know that's like pure bullshit. You got to talk with these businesses. You got to have human interaction with them if you want to have a chance at closing them. So I hope you got enough value from this video. See you soon. Cheers.